Sawubona, sawubona. Sawubona mngani. Welcome back to Mama Thando's isiZulu classroom, where learning isiZulu is fun. isiZulu Simnandi, indeed. In this video lesson, we will be learning how to count objects in isiZulu. So we will be saying 2 of this and 2 of that. In isiZulu, the adjective always comes after the noun. For example, to say a beautiful car, the word car, imoto, will come first, followed by the adjective beautiful, hle. And so then we will have imoto enhle. Looking at the second word, the adjective, it has 2 letters before it here. Those 2 letters are the prefix of the adjective, and they change depending on the noun that we are talking about. In this case, the adjective will be the number, because we are describing the noun by the number. You will see 2 words. The first will be the noun followed by the number. The number you will see will be the root of the full number that we use when we list numbers in isiZulu. To say 2 people, you will see the word Abantu first, followed by the number. The number 2 in isiZulu is kubili, kubili. We will only take the root of it and leave the prefix behind. A prefix is made up of the first 1 to 3 letters of a word. For the number 2, which is kubili, you will only see bili, which is the root of the number, on the adjective. And so, 2 people is Abantu, ababili. The letters aba before the number bili is the prefix of the adjective. The prefix of the noun and the prefix of the adjective never change. If the word starts with aba, then its adjective will always have the prefix aba. If a word starts with ama, then the adjective will always start with a. If a word starts with im, then its adjective will always start with e. If a word starts with isi, then its adjective will always start with esi. If a word starts with ili, then its adjective will always start with eli. If a word starts with ulu, then its adjective will always start with olu. If a word starts with o, then its adjective will always start with aba. If a word starts with then its adjective will always start with o. If a word starts with easy, then the adjective will always start with easy. However, between these prefixes of the adjective that I've given you and the actual number, there might be a letter here or 2 there that will be added to make that full word. Just like you saw when we said imoto enhle. When we describe words that start with I am and in, the adjective always changes and gives more of a nasal sound of the word. And now let's get on to counting objects in isiZulu by two. Abantu, people. Abantu ababili.
Now you try.
Omama, mothers. Omama ababili.
Now you try.
Imizi, homes. Imizi emibili.
Now you try.
Amehlo, eyes. Amehlo amabili.
Now you try.
Izandla, hands. Izandla ezimbili.
Now you try.
Izimbali, flowers. Izimbali ezimbili.
Now you try.
Izinja, dogs. Izinja ezimbili.
Now you try.
Izinti, sticks. Izinti ezimbili.
Now you try.
Nouns starting with ubu are uncountable nouns. We cannot count Ubuntu, humanity. We cannot count ubugebengu, crime or criminality. But there are a couple of words here and there that we can count. For example, the word ubuhlalu, beads. We can count beads and say 1 bead, 2 beads, 3 beads, 10 beads. And for example, the word ubuso, which is a face. We can count faces and say 1 face, 2 faces, 3 faces. But both of those words do not have a plural in isiZulu. They do not have a singular either because they are considered uncountable. And so when you say 2 faces in isiZulu, you would say ubuso obubili.
Now you try.
Two beads, ubuhlalu obubili.
Now you try.
However, you cannot make the word plural. Words starting with UK, whether it's UK, UKU, or UKW, are uncountable nouns. These are called gerunds or verbal nouns in English. These words are the words that you see ending with ing in English, such as swimming, ukubhukuda in isiZulu. Dancing, ukudansa in isiZulu. Shouting, ukumemeza. We cannot count such things, and so we cannot use the adjective kubili in this grouping of words. And that is how you count objects by the number 2 in isiZulu. Make sure you watch the other video lessons teaching you how to count by other numbers in isiZulu. Ngiyabonga mngani, sala kahle.